And we're live! Hi, guys! So, today we're here to discuss Silver Shadows, which is the fifth book of the Bloodlines series by Richelle Mead. It's really crazy that, we're almost at the end. But basically, like I said, this is the fifth book. So, things happen. And first, I want to, let everyone introduce themselves. So, of course, Tiffany can start because Tiffany showed up before Sandy. And I'm like, whoa!
I'm never usually on time, so I was like, wait a second, did I get the time
You
wrong?
show up before me. Like I
Yeah.
logged in and you were there. And I was like, oh snap.
I was like, did I get the time wrong? Was supposed to be at 2 instead of 1. Hello, I'm Tiffany at Read by Tiffany, and this is a reread for me. Really loved it, and I would give it 3 or 4 stars. I'm like indecisive where it falls. Definitely not a 5 for certain reasons, but I did definitely enjoy reading it. It was a very quick read.
Yeah. Sandy?
All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Sandy from the channel Sandy Reads a Lot. This is also a reread for me. I think I read it back when it first came out in 2014.
Wow.
There was a lot that I forgot about the story. A lot of it is kind of actually hard to read, just seeing where certain characters are. But yeah, I agree with what Tiffany said. This isn't a favorite read of mine. I think I would give it a 4 stars though.
Yeah. I think before I even started the book, I was like, I always do this. I check on Sandy and then like Tiffany's Goodreads. Hey Miko. I would check their Goodreads and be like, have they started the book? And then I saw that Sandy gave it 4 stars and you finished the book like a few weeks prior to the live show. And I was like, shit, maybe I should like start the book. Because I'm just like, did anyone finish it? Did anyone read it? Oh my god. But hi guys, my name is TRINH. You're on my channel Transformers. So this is my second time reading this book. The first time I read it was back in 2016. And honestly, back then, I think my dog just jumped into my bed. I'm mad. But I think the first time I read this, I gave it 4 stars. I literally so with the second reread, I finished it. I'm not sure. I kind of want to give it 2 stars, but at the same time, wait, 4. Sorry, I want to give it 4.
I was like 2.
So it's not horrible. He's so cute. I'm sorry, my dog's distracting me. He's too cute. But I don't know. It's not like my favorite book of the series, but there are some stuff I like, but there's some stuff that make me uncomfortable, like Adrian and Nina, that whole thing. I was like, oh my god. But I feel like after page 150, and then like the rest of the book, it was pretty good because it was like really intense, very stressful. So overall, I actually really enjoyed it way more than I thought. So I don't know my rating. It's either 3.5 or a 4. But I know for a fact, I could be wrong, but when this book came out, I feel like a lot of people read it, and I feel like a lot of people said that this was like their favorite book of the series. It was like really good. Like there was like a high expectation, not high expectation, but like what you call it?
Lots of like positive reviews.
Yeah, like with this book in particular. And also, I want to ask, what's your favorite cover? I think this is probably my favorite cover. I just like the way Sally looks in this because she looks good. I don't know, but I kind of like this cover a lot. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Silver Shadows. So, hi everyone. Oh my goodness, hello. Oh my god, hello from Greece. Hi, we're from the US. It's not that exciting.
We're boring.
Oh, I just finished last night. 5 stars. Ooh, can you please tell us why you? That sounds so bad. Please tell us why you gave it 5 stars. But we would love to know because like I feel like everyone like us the co-hosts, it's like around 3.5 or 4. What makes it?
Like I would still consider Golden Lily my favorite.
Me too. What about you, Sandy?
It's either a tie between the Fiery Heart and Golden Lily, but for like different reasons. Because with Fiery Heart, I just loved all the, Sydney and Adrian moments. But then with Golden Lily, I love seeing like the whole gang together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Was it just me, or did you guys feel like the pacing for this, or like at least the experience reading this was a lot faster? Or like it was a lot going on, but it was faster because it was just like one simple storyline.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But this is why, like before we started the live show, or before we like did the whole read along, I was like, books 4, 5, and 6 are good, but they have like a different tone in my opinion than 1 to 3.
Yeah.
I can't describe how, but it's just different.
Okay. let's like jump into the spoilery section so then like we can discuss everything. But I think that's basically it for like the spoiler free stuff, like the introduction and then like our thoughts on the book. So yeah, now we're gonna jump into the discussion of this book. We're gonna talk about everything that happened in this book, like the in-depth stuff, because a lot of things did happen. Like there were some stuff that's like really dark in my opinion. Um Again, there's no levity, so I was just like there's like a few moments that are like kind of funny, but other than that, it's just like darkness and also again very stressful. So if you have not read this book, please leave. If you have read this book, then please stay so we can discuss what happened in this book because a lot of things happen and I would like to like I want to know what you guys think and all that stuff. Okay, so with like so 4 and 5 so far, with the fifth one in particular, I see that it's much darker again because now like Sydney is in re-education and like the stake is just higher. Shh, Miko, I'm talking. You hear it's like okay, bye. Anyway, um like this book is just so much darker. It really hit me like how dark it was when I think the scene where Sheridan had like Sydney putting her hand into like that acid thing, and when Sydney like said, "I see creatures of evil," and then she was like, and then like her hand was like still got dunked again, and she was surprised by it. That's when I knew I was like, I hate this so much. It's just so horrible, like so many torture scenes, and like I guess we can talk about re-education and alchemist now because like what the fuck. So what did you guys think when you were like reading this? Oh my god, I was mad. I was very upset.
You can go, Tiffany.
I was like, the entire time, just like, I shared in this fucking bitch. Like, I hate her so much, just like seeing what they go through and just. I honestly, like, now that it's a reread for me, I'm reading it like in terms of plot, but I'm also reading it in terms of like themes. And I feel like just thinking about it from like a worldview standpoint, because there are re-education camps like in real life, and there are like unfortunately people who do torture and all that stuff. And it just like makes me think about like the propaganda people will put out to get people to change their way of thinking. And it was just so sad to read about it from Sydney's standpoint and everyone else. Just the little things they do to just make life uncomfortable for you there. So like you can't sleep enough, so you're always like anxious. I feel like it's like group punishment, I guess, or like punishment with like the food stuff, especially like putting out your favorite food after they make you like throw up a whole bunch just so you feel terrible and all those things. It was just really sad to read about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What about you, Sandy?
Yeah, I agree. It was really hard to read. And just like being in Sydney's point of view and like watching her, reading her go through all this experience, like I really felt bad for her. I just wanted to like go in, break in with everyone else and just like take everyone out of the re-education. But yeah, it was definitely hard to read.
Like honestly, I was surprised. This is me being really dumb, but like I think by chapter 3, because we started off with Sydney and then we go to Adrian and then we came back to Sydney, obviously, when we see her for the second time, when she realized that it's been 3 months, I was just like really shocked that it's been 3 months. My mom decided to FaceTime me. Why? Oh my goodness. But I was like, oh my god, it's been 3 months. I was shocked. But the thing is, in chapter 2, from Adrian's perspective, there were hints. It was so obvious. Like Sydney was taken away around February because like that's her birthday, around her birthday basically. And then we see Adrian at the end of the semester, and a lot of times it ends in May. So there, 3 months, but my dumbass like didn't pick it up until Sydney realized it. But I was just like, wait a minute, this is a little bit different. She's been in the dark for 3 months, and like like I think she described like the appearance. I was just so sad. Like I think like her hair is just not the same. Her skin, like her body, because she lost so much weight from malnourishment. Like I just hated the alchemists for how they treated their what do you call it, detainees. It was just awful. Like there were there were like a lot of scenes where I just feel horrible. And I'm not gonna lie, there's when I was reading it, because I don't remember, but as I was reading it, I was just wondering, I was like, is someone gonna betray Sydney? Because that's like something I actually don't remember. And like I guess it's nice that no one betrayed her, but at the same time she was being a little bit reckless
Mhm.
later on in the book. So that was
I really thought someone was going to betray Sydney, especially with like her friendship with Duncan.
yeah.
I was just so suspicious about Duncan, especially like knowing that he's been in re-education for so long, and then he had that like friend who was also in re-education with him, and then she was like taken away somewhere. So I don't know. I was very suspicious of Duncan.
I think one of like the saddest scenes for me was like when she managed to turn off the gas and she like went to sleep. But Adrian didn't go to her in the dream. And
That
then
was so sad.
all of like the Adrian Nina scenes, I was not here for it, but it also kind of reminded me of like throwbacks of Avery. Like I know they're not the same, like Nina and Avery, but it kind of reminded me of like when he was like flirting with other people as a distraction.
Yeah, I remember that. Let me see. Yeah, like which Adrian, that whole, like I said, for the first 150 pages, when we see it from Adrian's perspective, I was just sad because it was like a little bit disappointed, but mostly just sad because like this is him just relapsing. Like he tries to like find her obviously, but I think at a certain point he kind of like just stops and
He
because
spirals.
yeah, and he focused so much on partying. And the whole thing with Nina, I was just so awkward. It was just like cringy at times because it's like because like he believes that they're friends, but she is falling in love with him. It was so bad. I was like, oh my god, I cannot do this. And I want to just real quick. So the whole thing with Nina and Adrian, I don't know. I guess like when I was young, cheating was so black and white because it's like if you kiss someone who's not like your significant other, then you're cheating. But in this context, I don't know. Like, would you consider it cheating? This is how I see it. There's that line of cheating, and Adrian's like toe is on it, but he doesn't step over the line. That's the thing. Because like he did shut her down in a very mean way, unfortunately. But like yeah, like he kissed her, but like he thought it was Sydney, and then they kissed, but then he did shut her down like immediately. I don't know. Like, what did you think? I was feeling very awkward, but I was just like, is this cheating or not? I'm assuming no, you know. But I would like to hear your thoughts about it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of view it the same way as you. It was definitely very uncomfortable to read about, and I'm glad that he eventually like shut down Nina, but everything leading up to it, them constantly going out, going on to parties, like he was definitely, even if he wasn't intentional about it, he was definitely leading her on.
Yeah, 100% agree. Yeah.
Yeah, like buying her clothes. Like that, I was just like, it's something you do for like a girlfriend. I'm not about like a friend that like you wanna like just a friend. I don't know, like buying like, it's not just like buying her clothes, buying her expensive stuff to the point where like she can't even pay back. You know, I don't know. I was I was a little bit like, oh, this is so awkward. Let me see.
It's like I agree. Like you can't really fault him completely because he's like not in the right state of mind, and now he's like off his meds.
Yeah.
So it's his like bipolar. He was bipolar, right? Like
Yes.
it's way worse.
Okay. Yeah.
I just
Yeah. That's good. Okay. Cause like, I don't know. Like I said, when I was young, cheating was so black and white. But now, like if you have context and if you read something like this, I don't know. I don't consider it cheating. Cause like basically after that whole thing, when he found Sydney again, and then for the rest of the book, you can tell that you can tell that he really loves Sydney, and like when he say shit like I married Sydney because I want to spend the rest of my life with her, I literally just stopped reading and I was like, oh my god, like it's such a simple line, but when he said it, I'm like, you know what, you are correct, sir. It's I don't know, like when he's such a simp for Sydney, it makes me so happy.
I think it just goes to show like that whole part of like Nina's like very bad, but I thought it was really mature and really like I think Sydney herself is really mature because I think if it were me, I'd be like Adrian, where have you been? I think she does say where have you been, but more
Yeah.
not really blaming him. I think she probably knows he's going through things too.
Yeah.
She doesn't try to guilt trip him in any way. She's just like, okay, how can we make it like get me out?
Yeah. Yeah, like I think, and then throughout the book she said that she has faith in Adrian, like she knows that he will find her and he will break her out. I was like, god damn, like you have a lot of faith and trust in him. like a lot, way more than I thought. Considering he kind of like stopped trying for like a little bit for like a week or so. I don't know. Like I cannot tell, because like time does move fast in this book. So at times I'm just like, I don't know, like how long have you been like checking, or like how long have you been not checking on Sydney when it comes to the spirit dream? I think almost a week, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong though.
Wait, one part I thought was really cute was how Trey and Adrian are like roommates now.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, so sweet. I love this.
I didn't remember that. Like I was shocked when like Adrian was like, yeah, Trey's dad found out about the romance between Trey and Angeline and he kicked his son out. What is up with these organizations and like the people who are so loyal to it, to like loyal to a fault, like literally kind of abandoning your own child because like I don't know, it's just weird. It's so odd and weird, and I don't like it because like you see it with Trey's dad, and then you see it with Sydney's dad as well. Oh my god, I hate her dad so much. So yeah, let me see what else happened. Oh wait, Adrian's mom, she comes back. What's her name? Daniela.
Daniela.
What'd you think about her return?
It was nice to see her return, especially like and I forgot which book it was when Adrian didn't really know what was going on with her, like where she was even located.
Yeah.
So it was nice to kind of have her come back and have, obviously they had their little like argument regarding the mom staying with the dad because of the money. But you really do see like the mom trying to help Adrian, and that was really nice to see.
Yeah, I agree. Like, it was nice to see her stand up for herself at the end. I don't know if she like fully stands. I kind of forgot, but how she's like willing to break away from Nathan. I don't know his name. Nathaniel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just nice to see, and it's also just nice to see like a supportive parent figure when Sydney's dad is shit and like Adrian's dad is shit. Someone who like actually cares about their kid.
Yeah. And then, like, unfortunately, like, we don't see Sydney's mom. Actually, so far, we have not seen Sydney's mom at all. We talk on the phone with her, but that's about it. Oh my god, I don't know. From what I've gathered, I think Sydney's mom is like a good parent, but unfortunately, she lost the custody. Oh, that can be a whole separate conversation. Oh my god, I hated that. Let me see. I really want to find something to help Adrian and his spirit madness in the final book. Wait, yeah, now I think about it. Oh my god, the final book. Oh my god. We have one more book. I honestly don't remember what happened in that one. I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like with the final book, it like if you were to look at the average ratings on Goodreads, I think it's pretty low comparing to the others. And also it's shorter than the others.
Yeah.
Because like the other books is 400 pages, but with the last book it's like 350, I don't know.
Yeah. Also, the last book came out like 6 months after this 5th book came out too.
Oh, in comparison to like a full year.
Yeah.
I had no idea. Wait, how'd you remember this?
Because like I was just going back. I was like, I had a very short review of Silver Shadows when I first read it, and when I like changed my status to currently reading on Goodreads, I saw that status and I mentioned that it came out 6 months. So I was like, oh, this is interesting.
Interesting.
That is very interesting. Wow.
I will say, for Ruby Circle and the way this series ends, it's like a good ending, but it's not like there's so many questions left unanswered, is how I describe it.
Yeah.
Which is why I think Richelle Mead needs to write another series.
Or just make the Ruby Circle a little bit longer. There's that. Let me see. There were so many bad vibes. Yeah. I was just like, what's going to happen? I don't know. I'm going to be so sad when we have to close up. Oh, yeah. I don't want to think about it because I'm just like, God damn, it's been a year. Like, we've been doing this for a year. And we've been pretty good, consistent with every month. And like trying to finish the book before the live show, that's been fun. I woke up at 7 a.m. to like read this book because I read so slow. And again, I'm just so busy that like this, I was just like the live show's at 2 p.m. You need to wake up at 7 or something and just read it. And that's what I did. Surprisingly, I'm feeling okay. I'm not tired, not yet. Okay, so then yeah, Adrian's mom. Oh yeah, real quick. This was mentioned, but like Olive, the girl who's like,
the sister,
Nina's taking over. Like this man is so sad that Olive ghosted him. Oh my goodness, I don't know, but like that was interesting. That was mentioned. I guess like right now, I'm just going to bring up the things that were mentioned a little bit, but like we don't need to spend so much time. But like which, Olive. Oh my god, what's wrong with me? Olive disappearing was with that, and also Trey. He told Adrian, he was like, "Hey, someone came looking for you in Sydney," and he said something about having blonde hair and glasses and some and stuff like that. That was like briefly mentioned, and I was like, this seems sus. So I wrote it down because I'm like, I don't know. Richelle Mead wouldn't put this in here for no reason, you know? Like, she's very intentional with certain things. So I wonder what's that about, because I think Trey was the one who's like, hey, she stopped by, she asked for you, she asked for Sydney, she used the bathroom, and then she left. You know,
The
so
bathroom?
Bathroom. You know who it is.
Wait, who is it? I don't know.
I don't know about, it's like technically a spoiler, but I feel like if you think about it.
Blonde hair, like I'm thinking, but I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was like mentioned so briefly that like now that you mention it, yeah, I remember it happening, but I really don't remember Ruby Circle
Who is.
or who it could be. I have an idea, but I don't want to say it in case I'm like very off.
Yeah, honestly, I just want to bring it up because then like if it does like come back in the final book, we can be like, yeah, that was mentioned in Silver Shadows. So that was, I think that's about it for like the things that were like mentioned. Olive, and then the person looking, that was weird, and I was like, I don't like this. Okay, regarding re-education, one of the things that like freaked me out is the gas level, because when Sydney realized that like as of right now the gas level is 27%. However, like, you know, it knocks you out still when like you just leave. But then she said that when it's like 42%, that's when everyone is like unconscious, like immediately you will literally just pass out. That's fucking scary to me. Like just knowing that they have control over you, like control your air, basically, like the basic thing that like everyone has, like just basic air. And then they can take that away from you by putting like yeah, I don't know, like turning on the gas and then making you like completely knock out. That's so terrifying to me. Oh my god, I don't know. Like I want to ask, like, was there like a particular scene where you're like, yeah, I hate the alchemist and I hate re-education, like certain moments?
The
Yeah,
re-tattooing, the re-inking.
yeah,
Like, one girl who like was like new and was like very I think her name was like Renee or something. She was like very headstrong and like had personality, and they re-inked her, and then she literally became like not like a ghost, but like no emotions, nothing.
yeah.
So it was great, and I was like I think it was really cool to see Sydney continue to do magic though, like
Mm-hmm.
even though it was very, very risky, but it was cool. Just like
Yeah.
that's a little help and stuff on the inside.
Yeah, and like you know how like she was making like what you call it, the vaccine. I don't know, but like she was doing it on the side, and a part of me is like, why didn't she inject it into herself? Is it because she, in a way, she doesn't need it because like she has magic, so like she is immune to like the re-inking? Is that it?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I was just like, what is up with her creating the vaccine but not using it on herself? Because that happened in the last book, the Indigo Spell. Like she had that whole thing ready for Marcus, but she never used it on her. Oh, anyway. And then here's the thing. In this book, you know how she went on errands, and Adrian's like, no, don't do it. And even I'm like, no, girl, please don't do it. And she's like, I gotta do it. It's the right thing to do, which is nice and all. But I was like, God damn it. So I was gonna ask, like, what did you think about that? Like, were you like, yes, Sydney, this is who you are? Because that's who she is. She helps people. But at times I'm like, I'm so scared for you because like bad things might happen. Like she got caught, you know, by Sheridan. So like, what did you think of Sydney doing the errands thing? Were you scared for her, or like were you, I guess, like kind of rooting for her to do it?
It was a mixture of both. Like definitely like there would have been no other way for her to be able to like gather the supplies or like figure out a way to escape. But yes, it was definitely super stressful watching her go through that, especially since like the invisibility spell, it has like a time limit and like there's limitations to it. Like if someone looks her in the eye, then like she becomes visible again. So it was very stressful to read about.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Tiffany?
No, I agree. It's very stressful, I think. But I think it's just like it's what makes Sydney Sydney. I thought the pacing of it was just like really fast because I didn't expect them to break her out of re-education in this book. Plus, like them getting married at the end. A lot happening in one book, which is still good. Like things I enjoy, but it was a lot.
Yeah. Like when it comes to that, oh my, I was stressed. And again, I really thought that someone was going to betray her, but then turns out it was just her. Like she made a rookie mistake of just keep using the card. And honestly, when she got caught by Sheridan, even I was like really scared because like Sheridan was like hiding, and then like and then like the whole what is it? What, like I feel like they shock her. They just it feels like a
teacher.
Yeah. What the fuck is wrong with this organization? Oh my god, the more I read about it, the more I just really hate them. But yeah, I was really, really scared. And then like it's such a Sydney thing. Like she literally shut up. She didn't say anything until Emma was brought in, and she couldn't. She doesn't like like she doesn't like the fact that other people are getting hurt because of her. So she was like magic. I was like, I mean, that's true, but like I don't blame Sheridan for being like, I don't believe you. And then like she was trying to continue that mistreatment. I don't know.
I want to learn more about like the history of magic and like the alchemist like prior experiences with it. So I think Sheridan was like, oh, like another case of it or like another one or something like that.
Yeah.
But we don't really explore it more.
You know what's wild? How like the alchemist, like for like the last few I want to say the last 100 pages, they're so adamant and they're so determined to like capture Marcus and now Sydney.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm probably like, just let her go. Like she doesn't want to do anything with you. Like, do you do you really want her to still be your alchemist? Do you
But
really want
it's not like they're kidnapping, like they want her because they want her to be an alchemist. It's more like they want her to just not cause more trouble and like cause other alchemists to break away and like ruin their image and reveal a bunch of stuff,
Yeah, so basically she's like a whole threat to their organization as a whole.
Okay. Yeah, because like she can create a vaccine and stuff like that. But I'm just in here like, I mean, like maybe rethink about how you treat other people, and then there we go. Like, oh my god, just a lot. And then also like like the gas level, Sydney. We can talk about Chantel. The thing is, I don't
remember why she's there.
They never said it, to be honest. Duncan was like, yeah, she was taken away, but like we don't know where she is. And then when we found out that the other person on like the very bottom floor, I believe, I don't know, is her, I was so mad because like I think she disappeared a year ago, and I'm like, she's been in that fucking room for a year. Are you telling me like I was just like so angry at them. I was also angry when Sheridan kind of allude to the fact that we're just gonna leave them to die in the fire. like even the other alchemists, like they know what they're getting into. Like there is a fire, but we're just gonna let them die. I was like, wow, you're shitty ass people, man. Even the vampires have like what Sydney said in the previous book, like the Moroi have more dignity or something like that. And I'm like, yeah, because I don't think the Moroi would do shit like this, to be honest. But yeah, I hate Sheridan. I feel bad for Chantel. Honestly, I kind of wish we get a scene between Duncan and Chantel, like reuniting. Yeah, because like he was so worried about her. Duncan, I like him, but like when I like how we have like 2 or 3 people being like, "You're spineless." Like, come on, let's do something, because he's just so hesitant. What did you guys think about Duncan and like I guess his hesitation with like participating in this revolt?
I can see where he's coming from, because for like he's been in there for so long, it does seem like a futile like attempt to escape. And he's just trying to make it so that his friends and people who are close to him don't get sent to like level 4 or like the lower level and like tortured. I wanted to know more about his background, especially because he's like, I think there was so much like potential for a cool backstory or more info about him, with his parents being like really great alchemists or whatever.
Yeah,
but we didn't really get that, and same thing with like the other people too. I thought the 4-way video dream call conference thing was really cool.
That was cool too. Yeah, I was like, wait, you can do this, Adrian? I don't know. What you guys? Wait, what you think, Sandy?
Yeah, I mean, like earlier I talked about how I was like super suspicious about Duncan because I just thought that he was basically going to work with the alchemist, especially considering he's been in re-education for the longest. So like, I guess he would have, I guess, the most motivation to work with the alchemist in order to potentially get out of re-education.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it definitely would have been interesting to learn more about his history, considering his parents are like high-powered alchemists, but we never really get that.
Dream conference call. That's such a funny way to put it. And then also, I don't know about you, but I was surprised. There was like a few scenes where Adrian can use telekinetic. I think like he can move things with his mind. Was that a thing that was developed in the last book, or like is this like a new thing in this book?
Do you remember? I remember parts of it because when Sonia and Victor's brother in like one of the earlier VA books, I think they use like that against each other, like telekinesis.
Oh, okay.
I probably did not remember that because I was like pretty shocked when Adrian did it a few times in this book. Like he did it like way
it's
more.
Pretty intense, yeah.
I was like, when did this happen?
Because I remember in Fiery Heart, remember he did that thing with like the tree.
Tree-jitsu.
Yeah, tree-jitsu. Yeah, so like seeing, I guess, him using the telekinesis power in I guess, a more advanced type of it in this book was cool.
Yeah. But I was also scared because, like, like the amount of spirit that he was
straining
is way more than, but like he was surprisingly, I think it's not because he was fine, but I think it was one of the things where like things kept going and you just have to push forward. You can like, I don't think he has exactly the time to just sit there and wallow in his depression. He just got to move forward because like they were on the run and then like they had to like help other people, had to break out, like just, it was just like running with him. But like that like I was actually kind of scared, like the amount of spirit he was using, like the dream conference call, the dream spirit dream. Oh my God, there it is. And then like compulsion, the telekinetic thing. There was a lot that he was using. And then also, I don't know why, but in my mind, I was just because like I know that they wanted to break Sydney out, but I'm also very happy that like it's not like just about breaking Sydney out; it's about breaking everyone in that re-education out.
Yeah,
like it didn't really hit me until I was like, wait, this is a plan to get everyone out, and I'm so glad it is because like no one wants to be there, and everyone has been abused by re-education and Sheridan. Oh my God, she's such the worst when like there was a fire and she was like, maybe the sprinkler will go on, but like it won't. So she was like, should we do evacuation? Should we? I was like, girl, this is something you have to ponder. Just safe. I don't know. A part of me would love a story about her, but at the same time, I don't want that. I don't know if anyone has watched the 3rd season of Sex Education, but she reminds me of this one new character in season 3 who's like the new principal, and basically it's like a person in charge. And a lot of time, I don't know, it's just like she was so cruel and so mean, and it reminds me of Sheridan because she has that fakeness that like oh my God, I'm so disappointed like that, like you were doing so well. And I was like, shut up.
Yeah, and it's even more infuriating too when it's like the characters, they think they're doing the right thing, but it's just like they're really causing a lot of pain for others.
Yeah.
Have you when you said that, it reminded me of, have you seen that meme from Shrek where that short king guy was like, you may lose your lives, but that is a risk that I am willing to take.
I think so, yeah. Oh my God, it's so funny.
What did you guys think about like the whole process of them finding out where Sydney was? Like Carly, Keith.
Oh yeah.
Because I think they got really lucky because I remember in the beginning Marcus was like, oh, there are 30 locations and it'll take maybe like 2 weeks just to confirm if it's the right or wrong one. So it could take up to like a year. So I thought it was cool they brought Carly back in.
Yeah, and it was also like not like a nice connection, but in a way it's so convenient because like like Sydney was the one who noticed that confession from Keith. And then of course she realized, oh my god, Keith was here. And then like they had to like track him down and that stuff. So in a way, you know, it comes back full circle because like we knew Keith got out of re-education and all that stuff. I will say, how long was Keith in re-education? I think it was probably like a month or so.
It was
Because
like 2 to 4 months. It was like
No.
very, very short. It was like a quarter or a third of what Sydney went through.
Yeah, because here's the thing. Yeah, so like he got caught in bloodlines, and it was like the fall semester. You know, I don't remember what. Well, yeah, I think it's probably before Halloween. Because Golden Lily, I hate the fact I'm breaking this shit down because I want to know. The Golden Lily Halloween happened because like Sydney wore that sexy dress. So like bloodlines happened before October. So like he probably got caught around then, and he said he got out late November. So I'm thinking 2 months, 1 or 2 months.
I think they say 2 months.
Yeah, so he probably got caught sometime in September because I just know that it's like in the fall semester, but it has to be before October. My mind, I'm like, so, but then I'm sitting here like the way he talks about re-education, I'm just like terrified. Like this is a man who wants to go to police. Like he wants to be in jail. Like he prefers that over re-education, you know, or like just like over, or like he prefers jail over this lifestyle of being scared that like the alchemist is like watching your back, like watching your every single move, all that stuff. It's interesting because I'm like, I don't like this man. He's a rapist. Immediately, I don't like him. But like I'm the same with Adrian because he did talk about like feeling bad for Keith just a little bit because of like how he was impacted by re-education. Because at the end of the day, like the system is so broken, like they literally abuse other people, you know. So like I feel bad a little bit, but at the same time, I'm like Carly, who I'm just like if I'm when she was like, yeah, I'm gonna let him live in fear because that's what happened to me. I was like, makes sense. Yes. And oh yeah, what did you guys think of Carly? Because we finally see her in the 5th book of this series.
I really liked her. I think it's like you can definitely tell that Carly and Sydney are sisters, just the way that Carly acts and the type of relationship that they have, especially when Sydney tells Adrian to go find Carly. There's like that's the question or something that Adrian has to say to Carly in order to get her to trust him because he's a Moroi. So yeah, I really like seeing Carly and getting to know her a little bit more.
I think you could really tell that their relationship was much more like normal human sisters versus, and it's like such a contrast to her relationship with Zoe.
Mm-hmm.
That was more like teacher, student, like kind of sisters, but definitely like a younger sister vibe. But I also thought it was really funny how Marcus was like kind of like infatuated with her.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, let's explore this later.
Yeah, well, like wasn't there a scene where like Carly was gonna give someone like either Adrian or Marcus their number, and Marcus was like, "Oh, you can give it to me."
Yeah, he's like, "I'll take that."
Yeah, I'll take that.
That's so funny to me. But honestly, how old is Marcus? I think he's probably the same age as Adrian, probably like early 20s,
like 20 something, 20, 30 maybe.
And like, yeah, honestly, if we see more scenes of Carly and Marcus, I don't mind because it's like there's that like potential, you know. Oh, so cute. Oh yeah, real quick, the scene where like everyone broke Sydney out and like the other detainees out. The scene where like Adrian, Marcus, Eddie like hug Sydney. I got emotional because they fucking love her so much. And I'm like, bitch, me too. I love her too. Like, yes, I'll do this for her too. It's just like so sweet because like we've seen these characters for like a long time, like since book 1, you know? And just seeing the people in Palm Spring like caring so much for Sydney, I'm just like it makes me soft because I'm like, damn, like
Was Trey there too? I don't remember.
I'm sorry?
Was Trey also there?
Yeah. Wait, did I mention him?
You did? I was like, I don't remember.
Marcus, Eddie, Trey. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Adrian too. Like they were just like hugging her and just crying. I was like, stop, I will cry.
And the Marcus is like, Sydney, you overachiever, you just replaced me as like alchemist most wanted.
Yeah. It's so funny. Oh my god. And I'm not gonna lie, at the end of that chapter, you know, when Sydney says something along the line of like, I mean, I hope they won't get mad because we're not gonna meet them at the safe house. I roll my eyes. I was like, oh my god, no. Because it was just like, okay, I'm glad we got her out. And the next thing you know, she's just like, you know what? We have to go our own separate ways. And they don't know about it, you know? Because it's like ditching them and I feel bad. But then like when she explained why, I was like, oh shit, this makes sense.
Yeah.
Typical Sydney move to, you know,
Yeah.
put others first over herself.
Yeah. Let me see. It was so stressful when they keep getting nothing on the location and then every lead was a dead end. I was so happy we finally found what it was. Yeah, that's how I felt. And it's such a sick joke that it was in Death Valley. Like when they said that it was less than 5 hours away from Palm Spring, I was so upset. And then like I like how everyone just feels it, you know, like wow, this is a sick joke. Turns out she's near us like the entire time and we just like never knew. Sydney has come so far since the Vampire Academy series. I think she's my favorite character in the who's everyone's favorite character?
Sydney.
So, yeah, I agree. Sydney's my favorite.
Yeah, Sydney. Yeah, like I just like I felt something from book one from Bloodlines. I was like, wait a minute, she's a bad bitch.
When I was very into this series and I was like on Tumblr when it was coming out, there was like this. I remember there's like a really pretty like Tumblr aesthetic board, and the quote was like, "The girl in Palm Springs was like super different," or like it was like the girl in Palm Springs was not the same girl as the one in Russia when she was like there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Blood Promise, and I was like, "Ooh, that's so right." She's like grown so much.
Yeah. You see, Adrian is
Adrian's grown a lot too.
yeah, and it also it's in it. Yeah, it's the main couple, literally the main couple who like everyone's favorite characters.
Do you see why Bloodlines is so superior to VA?
It's just because the romance is literally just better. Like it's not like fucking annoying all the time, you know. Like at times it's like complication, but other than that, like it's truly great. Like there's, you know, because like with VA, like like I've said this before, but it took them 6 books for Rose and Dimitri to finally get together. 6 books, literally the entire series for them to finally get together. And by then, I wasn't even that happy because like she cheated on Adrian, and like there's that age gap thing. Oh my god, that was a fever dream. That was such a long time ago. But with this one, they got together by book 3. By the end of book 3, yeah. And then now, let's talk about the fact that they got married. Oh my god, I cannot believe like okay.
The whole
Does
part.
anyone want to start?
Wait,
Here.
I was gonna say like the part when they're in Vegas. I was just like, Sydney is so smart. Like with the whole going to the Moroi only casino and like
Yeah.
going invisible so the alchemist can't trace her. Like that was really smart.
Yeah, there's a lot of things where I'm like, she's very smart. Like she's very quick on her feet because like, you know, a lot of times like I don't know, like I think there's a few times where like the alchemist show up and she was surprised. So she had to improvise basically. And I feel like she did a pretty good job just like thinking on the spot, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sorry, I was hoping my dog won't bark because that would be like a whole mess. Let me see. It's my first time reading the series. Oh, it surpassed VA. Okay. I was not expecting them to get married. Yeah, okay. Now let's talk about the fact that I got married.
Wait, sorry. One more thing.
Yeah.
Does it not feel like the finale of Gossip Girl?
I haven't seen Gossip Girl.
Okay.
Oh my god. But I was gonna ask for the people who read this book for the first time, what did you think about them getting married and like Adrian asking her to get married or that stuff? Did I cry? I don't know, but I was excited. I don't think I cried, but I was excited.
It just happened so fast too. I'm like, oh my god, what is happening? Now they're getting married and they're on the run too. It was just like very go, go, go. I do remember that when I first read this, even though I love Sydney and Adrian, I felt a bit like meh about them getting married just because like of the circumstances. Like I get it, they had to do it because, you know, for if Sydney was his wife, then the assumptions that she'd get the Moroi protection. But at the same time, it's like, oh, I didn't really expect this type of wedding for them too. But, but yeah, I mean, it was fun, entertaining to read.
I thought it was so sweet how they turned the ruby cufflinks into like their engagement rings. I was like, that is a nice full circle. I love that.
I love that too.
Yeah, let me see. I was so surprised. It was so fast. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. It's hard to put into words because it's like, yeah, I love them, but like it feels weird because they're so young. They're younger than us. They're younger than us. Let's put that into perspective. They're younger than us and they're married, but at the same time, I understand why, because I like, as I was reading this book, when Lissa, I got mixed up. When Lissa said something along the line of like, I can protect you, but you're a Moroi. Sydney's not a Moroi or that stuff. And I was like, oh, is this the reason why they're gonna get married? Because Adrian, like he remembered what Lissa said, and then he proposed and stuff. I felt it. It's still weird because now I'm just like, fuck, they're married now. Like this is not a couple where like they're boyfriend girlfriend, they're married now. But it's so cute. And then like when he saw her in her wedding dress, and when he said "oh glamour," like the "oh glamour" thing, I was like, oh yes, I can see it. Let me picture it. But what did he say? Like I think something old glamour, like that aesthetic. Yo, I would love a picture of Sydney in that because I'm like, damn, I want to see her in her wedding dress. But yeah, like, oh, I'm soft because like it was sweet because the vows and like how he literally told everyone that like he loves Sydney and he wants to spend like his life with her. I was gonna say when, but like, let's not talk about that. Let me see. My heart melted when Adrian said that he married her because he loved her. Exactly. He said that in front of everyone, in front of Lissa, Christian, Rose, Dimitri, Sydney's dad, Sydney's sister, Ian. I think I forgot about this. His parents were there, so like I guess we can just go to the end when they're at the court, and then like everyone that we know are like is there. I don't know why, but I completely forgot that his parents are there. I know that like Sydney's like family would be there, and Ian too. I was like, whose man is this? Yeah, like what did you think about that scene? Like what's his name? Jared Sage. Shut up.
I was like, why is Ian here? I was like, I thought we were done with you.
Exactly. Like y'all went on one date. That's it. Like it doesn't mean anything. Oh my goodness. Wait, wasn't that back in the Indigo Spell? Yeah, 2 books ago.
Yeah.
The Indigo Spell. Oh, that was funny. But yeah, like he was there and he was like talking and shit, and I was just like, but like you're not part of her family. No offense, but like her going on a date with you one time doesn't mean anything.
No, oh my God. Wasn't there also like a comment about how like Ian is like eyeing Zoe now?
Yeah.
Right?
I missed that. Was there really?
Yeah. I was like, oh Lord, jeez.
This is on page 369. This is from Adrian's perspective. So Ian says this is irrelevant. He stays sitting, and judging from his proximity to Zoe, it looked like he shifted his affections from one Sage sister to another. When I read that, I was like, this is fucking disgusting because Zoe's 15. Zoe's 15. And there's what the fuck? Yeah, I said ew. I said ew because I was like, oh, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
I didn't like that at all.
Yeah,
but,
oh my God, that's gross.
Yeah, what the fuck, Ian? Ian? Oh my God, that's so funny. Yeah, let's bully him. Fuck this man. Whose man is this? Why is he there? Like, I mean, like with the parent with the dad and Zoe, I get it, but I was like, why is Ian here? That was so fucking funny to me. I don't know, but like he was just so loud. For a person who's not part of her family, you're so loud, sir. But like their whole thing about like this is alchemist, like she belongs to us. I'm like, I don't know, like the dad is so gross. Like he's really a shit dad. And now I'm so scared for Zoe. And oh yeah, I want to ask, since you know, since we finished this book, how do you feel about Zoe now? You know, since like she's not really in here, did you like forgive her?
I want to see more of Zoe. I want to see like how she like does she feel bad? Like I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, same here.
I want to show everyone this. I sent you the picture, but basically I annotated this book the first time I read this back in 2016. So when I was rereading this, I came to page 199. So like I wrote this. Oh, as I wrote, I like Harley. Zoe's trash. The dad is garbage. But now looking at this, I'm like, oh, what's wrong? Like, girly, why is Zoe's trash? Like, Zoe is so innocent. I mean, she's not innocent. Anyway, she's just being manipulated by her dad. What about that? Like being exploited. You get it. Like her dad's kind of using her, and like she's being brainwashed into thinking that doing a good job with this alchemist thing means that like her dad will love her. So like it's sad. But like she's at the same time she's so young, like she doesn't know any better. But I'm so confused on why I felt this strongly about these characters right here. So like when I saw this, I just laughed because I'm like, it's not true. You know, Zoe's trash is not true. What I said about the dad is perfectly correct because he is indeed garbage. Oh my god. Yeah, yeah, this came out, yeah, 2016. How old was I? I was 18. Oh. Oh my goodness.
What did you guys think about the ending with like Jill being missing?
I forgot about that.
I forgot about
Because
that.
like I think like because we had that one scene where Jill helped secure a helicopter for Adrian, I was like, oh okay, she's fine because she was pretty much absent for all of this book until that one helicopter scene, and then finding out that she was taken, I'm like, oh my god, I forgot about this completely.
I want to
think-
see Eddie
Oh, yeah.
going feral over Jill missing.
I don't even know what's gonna happen in the next book. But I was just like, oh, of course this would happen in the end because like it's the fifth book. We need like a what you call it, a problem, something to do, something to solve for the next book, you know. So of course Joe is gonna be missing.
Yeah.
I just hope she'll be okay. I got so annoyed. It's missing.
I was like, but it's not a Richelle Mead book without like some type of big cliffhanger for the next book.
Yeah, but I don't know. A part of me is not even satisfied with how it ended. Like, just like how did it end? It ends with Rose being like, "And if word of Joe's disappearance gets out, Lissa could lose her throne." I don't know. It's just like the way it was written. I was just like, "That's it." I was like, because like this book is 380. It has 380 pages, and then the other book has like 400 pages. So a part of me is just like, come on, give us 20 more pages, please. Expand on something, please. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, oh, of course this would happen because I'm like, oh yeah, like we have another book. We have the last book. Might as well create a problem here. But I wonder who took her because like from what we've gathered, like someone took her when they were just sleeping. Like Angeline was like she didn't even hear.
Yeah, she was in the room. Yeah.
That's scary. But okay. I don't feel like thinking too much about this. I just want to read the last book and be surprised, you know? And be like, what's gonna happen now? Is that everything? Yeah, that's everything on the list. Is there anything that you guys want to talk about or like anything that we missed?
I feel like there's not as much to talk about with this book because it's so like direct of what's happening.
Yeah, because like for example, with the Indigo spell, there were like two plot lines, you know. But with this one, like it was pretty straightforward, which I kind of like because like it's kind of fast paced, you know, and like it's easy to keep up. Like I feel like this book really picked up after Nina. Oh my god! After Sydney and Adrian like finally meet in that spirit dream, and then he like books a ticket back to Palm Spring, and then like and that's when like it finally gets a little bit good because like the first 150 pages it was just like dark and it was kind of like I was just like come on guys, come on Adrian, please, like trying to find her. Let me see.
I think there was like a lot of parallels with some stuff that happened in Vampire Academy too, like especially when like Adrian and the gang were trying to break Sydney out of that re-education, which is similar when Eddie, Rose, and Lissa were trying to break out Victor Dashkov out of prison. And then like towards the end when Sydney and Adrian were just running around the strip, running around Vegas, trying to escape the alchemist, was similar when Rose and Dimitri were on the run too.
Was that also in Vegas?
Was it? I don't remember.
I don't think so, because they went to like the Keepers and stuff like that, and I don't think that's near Vegas.
But there was a scene where like, no, because I remember in Last Blood Promise or one of them, like Rose hesitates to kill Dimitri and then kill a bunch of people.
It was in Vegas.
That was in Vegas.
Oh yeah.
Like, now we're back in Vegas.
Yeah, but then Victor and his brother escaped.
Yeah.
And then they flew back to the court, and then Eddie got pissed. I remember that. I was like, yes, sir. I'll be pissed too. Let me see. I expect the final book to be. Yeah, it's not. It's the shortest book of the entire series. I don't know.
I feel like Richelle Mead was just like very.
I think she was probably burned out. Yeah.
No, but I'm so sad. Like, 'cause I think I'm telling you now, it's not as satisfying as I would have liked.
Yeah.
I
feel like like even with Last Sacrifice, was it satisfying?
It was. Okay, this Ruby Circle is less satisfying than Last Sacrifice, in my opinion. Because at least Last Sacrifice was like a thick book. It was bigger than like Blood Promise, or at least they're on the same lane.
Yeah, Last Sacrifice was. That's so ironic. Wait, with VA, Last Sacrifice was the longest book of the entire series, but then with this one, the Ruby Circle is the shortest book.
Yeah.
In the series. That's so sad. Yeah. Wanted to email her, be like, "Can you give us more content?" With Adrian and Sydney. Oh my god, I keep thinking Nina. Oh, I don't know what's going on, but yeah. And then also like the whole thing with them breaking out Victor Dashkov, that was in the 5th book of VA, and this is the 5th book of Bloodlines. Let me see.
No. Oh wait, it is.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was in the 5th book. Yeah, I really want Richelle Mead to write like a novella with an updating. Oh, I did not know Tara Murphy. I literally followed her on Instagram, and I did not know about Believe Me. Believe Me.
Aren't there like?
I feel like there's so many novellas in that
I
series.
think it was like originally a trilogy, and then I think it became 6
It
books.
got expanded. Yeah.
And then there's like more. Okay, no offense, the covers are so ugly.
I agree. Yeah.
The eye thing.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the first with the trilogy, I was like yes, but then now that we got like so many books in that series, which is Eyes, I was like honestly, I just kind of gave up on that series.
Yeah, me too.
I loved it when I was young because Warner was hot, but like now I'm like there are older men that I can lust after, like men who's of age, you know. Was Warner of age? I don't even want to think about it. I don't know. Wait, is that everything when it comes to Silver Shadows? Okay, the last 2 questions. What's like something that surprised you when you read this book? Okay, yeah, let's start with the first question. Yeah, what's something that surprised you when you read this book?
Jill going missing.
Yeah, I would agree. I forgot that happened.
I think my dumbass probably looked at the last page and I was like, oh, okay. So I don't think I was surprised. I think what's surprising is this sounds dumb, but Trey being Adrian's roommate.
I like that. That's a nice
Like when that was at the beginning, I was like, oh my god, they're roommates. And they were roommates. Okay, and then what's your favorite scene of the book?
I think the reunion with Sydney and Adrian.
Yeah.
I like that too. Yeah, like the scene of like her and the boys. The 4 boys.
Yeah.
3? 4? Adrian, Eddie, Trey, Marcus. Oh my god, 4. The 4 boys that like really love her and like rescue her and all that stuff. Aw. And then I also love the wedding too. The wedding's also very nice, and I can't believe they're married. Oh my god, they're husband and wife. And you know what's freaking wild? The sex scene at the end. I'm like, bro, give us a scene where they consummate. what
I didn't even realize that happened.
Yeah, because like the way it was written, I was like, they just got married. You can just tell us that they. Anyway, but I was like, come on. I know that this is a YA book, but Wait, yeah, it's a YA, but like the main characters are literally adults. They got married.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. That was fun, kind of. Let me see. Favorite scene, the reunion. I like that's that's everyone's favorite scene. Favorite scene is reunion for me. Yeah. Oh yeah. Wait. Oh, my God, I hate this. As I kept reading the book, I'm just like, bruh, what is up with Eddie's character and how it's not at the forefront? Like he was so prominent in the first two books, I want to say, but I want to say by book 3, we just don't see Eddie as much, and if we do, he's just sad.
I think we need a spin-off series with Eddie.
Yeah, like give me Eddie and Joe. No, actually, give that to me when Joe's 18.
Yeah.
Please, I don't feel so awkward. Oh my God! But honestly, if okay, you know how we're getting the show. I know this might be too much wishful thinking. Would be cool if Richelle Mead like
Wrote more books.
yeah, just write more content. Like it doesn't have to be like another 6-book series. Just something where we get to see like the characters again. Like seeing Jill when she's 18, that would be fucking lovely. Like please age her up.
I'm just so surprised that she hasn't, because this series is so successful and it's her most successful series.
The Bloodlines?
Like the VA universe.
Okay. I was gonna say Bloodlines, like Bloodlines is more successful than VA. Yeah, honestly, I agree, because I mean I know that she writes other books as well, but I definitely don't keep up with them. Like how like I keep up with like the VA books, because it's like you got VA, but then you also got the spin-off series, so like you can have fun with like both series. Yeah, I mean, isn't she with Penguin Teen?
Yes,
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Let's email James. I mean, like, can you like ask Richelle Mead to write more books, please?
Felicity, who's like I think one of the managers for Publicity Penguin, is like a big VA stan, and I think she feels the same way.
Wait, who's this person?
Felicity.
Okay,
She has glasses, like kind of reddish hair.
Okay.
She died.
just email her. No, I'm kidding. But honestly, if it's like sometime in the future, if that does happen, oh my God, a reunion. That'd be so funny. Okay, let's end this live show because someone's doing the freaking leaves outside right now. So that's basically it for Silver Shadows. Good times, but also stressful times. And of course, the next book is the Ruby Circle, and that is the very last book of the Bloodline series, and that's the last book that we're reading together for the live show. Isn't it crazy? But yeah, we're going to announce the date and time for the very last live show sometime this week on Twitter. So the link to our Twitter will be down in the description box below. So that's basically it. I hope everyone has a good day or night. And yeah, I'm very, very excited to end the series with the Ruby Circle. I'm very nervous, to be honest, just because of things that I remember and things I've heard, but at the same time, it would be nice to just like finish the series and like see what's gonna happen in the last book. And if we don't like it, then we can just, I don't know, talk about it. And also next month we're going to do a ranking. So like everyone think about your ranking when it comes to the books in the series. Okay, like your favorite to your least favorite, vice versa. You get it. We're gonna do a ranking next time, so that will be fun. Okay, so I hope everyone had a good day or night. Goodbye everyone. Let's all cry together. Goodbye.